Join the movement. Go all electric with Pure Electric.
We were really trying to do something that had never been done before at this scale. ECHO is really the first multi-residential Passivhaus certified project.
Yeah, we believe in Passivhaus, and the goal with C Street is to continue building high-performing homes to the Passivhaus standard across Melbourne. The challenges we had with ECHO were numerous. We had to create airtight buildings that were fully climate controlled, targeting net zero operation, whilst delivering on a project which is really architecturally designed and look and feel really good to be in.
Although Passivhaus certification is stringent and onerous, I think the results speak for themselves. You just get an environment which is incredibly still and calm and peaceful. And it's just a pleasure to be in this space.
Passivhaus has, I guess, evolved through the requirement for better buildings, healthy buildings, more energy efficient buildings. Passivhaus is the only scientific approach to construction that guarantees outcomes for health and comfort, durability and energy efficiency.
I think we're really trying to change the narrative about what people should expect from their homes. I think that ECHO really encapsulates the start of a new paradigm in construction.
I think ECHO is a really resilient building in its fabric, but also in its services, that it's provided with turnkey solutions, with solar and off-grid battery backup. With the fluctuations that Melbourne has in its weather, it'll be 40 degrees one day and 10 degrees the next, but the temperature inside a Passivhaus home is consistent all the time, with minimal need for heating and cooling.
The way we deliver this is multifold. We have continuous exterior insulation around the entire perimeter of the building, using a 50mm straw panel, made locally in Victoria. We also have thermal breaks at the slab, below slab, and through the entire building envelope to prevent unnecessary heat transfer. We have an HRV system, which functions as the lungs of the building, where we can control the quantity and the temperature of the air that's coming into the building, ensuring that indoors we always enjoy a stable temperature between 21 and 25 degrees Celsius. And that air is also filtered from any pollutants or allergens that are coming from outside. But all the windows, doors and skylights on ECHO are triple glazed. They're very high performing windows, imported from Europe. They're all Passivhaus certified components as well. They've got amazing functionality. They operate in tilt and turn function, allowing you to clean your windows from the inside. The sliding doors are lift and slide, creating this airtightness performance that we require for Passivhaus.
Passivhaus is a holistic approach to building. It is the most stringent standard in the world.
It's been exciting to kind of look at new materials and ways of making a building perform excellently in the Australian climate. And it's really exciting to be working on this specific project, as it really tries to tackle Passivhaus design while maintaining a really beautiful architectural result.
I think the really challenging thing to resolve with delivering the Passivhaus was how we achieve our thermal, our air sealing strategy, but also the challenge of combustibility on the facade and the fire rating. There's probably a light bulb moment for us when we realised we can do an external wrap.
So you wrap the whole building up neat as a pin, like a big birthday present, and it becomes airtight. So what the experience we're having here currently is that this building's getting down to extraordinary levels of airtightness. We've well exceeded 0.6 at our first blower door attempt, and we're getting down to 0.3 on every one of these units.
We depressurise and pressurise at a certain pascals, which is 50 pascals for Passivhaus, and that way when we depressurise we can go around and we can leak detect and make sure the home is airtight to pass the certification. So.
Well, probably the most memorable milestone of the job was the first blower door test we did, which we got a really great result on, outperforming the Passivhaus requirement. We really validated our approach to the way we were trying to deliver these homes.
The goal of the blower door test is to achieve an airtightness rating of less than 0.6 air changes an hour, which is incredibly stringent, and typical houses come nowhere close to this.
Walking into a Passivhaus at ECHO, you feel an immediate sense of calm and tranquility in the home. I think one of the biggest benefits of the high-performing building envelope is the fact that it's so acoustically sound. I think as a result of that, it just becomes a really calm, peaceful space. I think the other benefit is that because Passivhaus uses a ventilation system, you get the benefit of fresh air inside the house all the time.
I hope that the residents really appreciate the length that we've gone to deliver a really high architectural response that is built to last. This building will endure and will perform excellently in the Australian climate.
I think with ECHO there's a great sense of pride because we've achieved what we set out to do. It's not something we had to do, it's something we chose to do because we believe in building better homes. It hasn't been without its challenges, but I think we now know that we can do it, and it's exciting to think about moving forward and doing more of this sort of building.
I mean, it's a big undertaking to build a large commercial multi-residential project to the Passivhaus standard. It's never been done before. And our motivation to do it partly stems from a personal desire to build to the world's best standard, and also our shared responsibility to decarbonize our sector and to play our part and do what we can. But we also think the time is right. We have the know-how, we have the technology and the experience to do this now. So we stepped up to the challenge.